Enough is enough. Fearless Ndume shocks everyone. Exposes those responsible for Tinubu's harmful policies, worsening hardship. Enough is enough. Fearless Ndume shocks everyone. Exposes those responsible for Tinubu's harmful policies, worsening hardship. To my dear listeners, Ndume came out to shock everyone and has actually revealed those responsible for Tinubu's harmful policies that is worsening the hardship. To my dear listeners, kindly stay tuned as I read today's news. Senator Ali Ndume, APC, Borno South, has raised alarms, stating that certain figures are actively working to sabotage President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's leadership. Ndume voiced his worries about the escalating costs of fuel, food, and other essential goods, noting that these price hikes have made basic necessities unaffordable for most Nigerians. In a statement made public in Abuja on Friday, Ndume argued that these individuals are pushing harmful policies that are destabilizing the administration. Rather than prioritizing efforts to control inflation and stabilize the naira, their actions are undermining the government's economic stability. Those determined to tarnish the president's image will go to any length to impose hardship on Nigerians through so-called reforms until the situation spirals out of control and the president will be held responsible. Ndume warned. Senator Ali Ndume called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to tackle the economic hardship exacerbated by skyrocketing prices of essential goods and services, which he attributed to rampant inflation. He pointed out that many households are struggling to survive and meet their daily needs due to steep cost of living. I am confident that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has good intentions for Nigeria and its citizens. I know this because I understand his principles. However, some of his advisors who do not have the people's best interest at heart are steering him in the wrong direction, Ndume stated. Continuing his appeal, he urged the president to distance himself from those who seek to create a rift between the government and the public. The suffering these individuals are causing Nigerians is unbearable. I am currently in Borno and I see the situation firsthand. People are deeply frustrated, hungry, and angry. Ndume emphasized the severe impact on Borno residents, noting many families here can no longer afford to eat. The relentless price hikes have caused unimaginable suffering. Farmers are unable to transport their produce due to the soaring cost of transportation. Those who manage to transport goods are transferring the rising costs to consumers, driving food prices beyond reach. People are struggling to afford even basic travel. For example, the cost of traveling from Abuja to Maiduguri by road has become extremely high. How many can afford such a journey now? Undume pointed out that while Tinubu's intentions for the country are commendable, he must ensure that a handful of misguided advisers do not jeopardize Nigerian stability. That is why I am urging him to take action before things spiral out of control. Testing the patience of Nigerians is dangerous, and that's exactly what these misguided advisers are doing, he stated. Upon the president's return to Nigeria, I urge him to promptly address these issues. Nigerians' purchasing power is extremely low, and they cannot afford the burdens being imposed on them daily by adversaries of the nation, Brume advised. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news, and now before I go, indeed, when a country is not moving on well, let's check the leader's cabinet. But we actually thought recently the president has wanted to reshuffle his cabinet. And I'm in support of his reshufflement, because I actually think when a president does not have a good advisors amidst all over 50 advisors that the president has,